Hey there, good evening, everybody. Greetings and welcome here to the Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I host this show. So, we're back with the series that we run. It's a mini series. We do it on Tuesdays, which is a project that Ben and I've put together, in which he gives me a question, hence the name of the series, Questions 2, and I answer them. It's pretty simple. So, the question he put to me this week was, give us top 10 favorite bands that started out under a different name. So I didn't really take this literally. So I've picked 10 bands I like. They're not necessarily my 10 favorite, but I've picked 10 bands I like. And I've tried to pick bands with quirky names for the humor effect. So that's what we're doing today. So the first band is an Australian band, of course. Actually, we're going to do two from Australia, even though I'm only going to count them as one. So the first band is AC/DC. Is an album I like. And they were originally called Third World War. And if you've ever seen them live, you can understand why that's an appropriate name. The other band from Australia that I'm going to throw in there, even though I don't have a prop for it, is the Angels, who one of their original names was the Moonshine Jug and String Band. Okay, yeah, trying to put that on a label. But they also had other names like the Keystone Angels. They were the Keystone Angels. They were also Angel City. They're also the Angels from Angel City. So they had a multitude of different names for different reasons. Obviously, they were trying to get into a international thing, and sometimes there was a competitive use of that name was by other bands, so they changed it around a bit. But I really like the Moonshine Jug and String Band. I could just see that as a title on an album. Okay, the next one out is also from Britain, one of the most known bands in history. Sorry, I want to sneeze, but I don't want to sneeze. And this band had a multitude of original names. The Black Jacks. This is the Beatles. The Black Jacks were one of them. The Quarrymen, of course. John and the Moondogs. Sorry, I was trying to remember what it was. And the Silver Beetles also. So they had quite a few names, but I just found some of them kind of quirky. Ended up with a good one, though. Next up is a band that I love a lot. Black Sabbath is the band. They were also the Earth. Earth was the other band that they were. And they also, I think they were a band called the Polka Toke Blues Band as well. This album is kind of funny. Some of the clothing is a little bit off. Anyways, next up is a band that I like a lot. This is Blue Oyster Cult, and they were originally the Soft White Underbelly. You tell me which one has more effect. Some of the names that people come up with, hilarious. Next up is Pink Floyd. This is a band I like a lot. I've been choosing albums that are kind of booking type albums. They were originally Sigma 6, or was at least one of the bands. They're also called the Megadeths, the Screaming Abdabs, the Leonard Lodgers, the Spectrums. Yeah, they had quite a few names. Next one, this one isn't quite funny. I just found it odd that they had this name originally. So this is Queen, and originally they were known as Smile. Hi, Smile. Next is the Scorpions. I like this cover. They originally were called the Nameless Band. Yeah, that's not going to sell you many albums. Next up is Simon and Garfunkel, originally known as Tom and Jerry. Have been okay if you're doing a cartoon. Although I kind of think that Garfunkel does look a little bit like Tom. Next up is Van Halen. A couple of quirky ones from them. The Broken Combs. Yeah, it got stuck in their hair, no doubt. You got the Trojan Rubber Company. There's a perfect name for them. And the Genesis and Mammoth. I don't know if they were Genesis Mammoth or just Genesis and Mammoth. You tell me. Next is the Who. This one will not surprise anybody. So their previous names are fairly well known. The Detours, which shows up on their last album as well, and the High Numbers was the other one. So yeah, so those are the 10 bands that we are doing for today. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. This is supposed to be tongue-in-cheek. Don't take it too seriously. I tried to pick some comic relief here. So anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this. Please hit the like and subscribe. If you want, you can leave comments, or you can pick your 10 bands. I'd be interested to see what people know that I don't. That would be great. And we will see you all next week for another episode of Questions 2, the mini-series we are running. I'm not sure how many episodes we're going to do, but it'll be at least 6, I think. So take care, have yourself a good one, and goodbye.